Evil Dead Rise. A term I like to use whenever I get a hard. Okay, alright, I'll get serious now. So, Evil Dead Rise is the latest remake of the Evil Dead franchise, all thanks to Sam Raimi's obsession with over the top monsters and demons. So, for starters, I never really had any issues with the Evil Dead films. Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy was a fun, over the top bloodbath featuring Bruce Campbell fighting a bunch of bloodthirsty ass demons. And the 2013 remake was a more serious adaptation of the series that took what Sam Raimi did and doubled down on the disturbing and bloody elements of the franchise. And as for the Ash vs. Evil Dead series, I actually never got a chance to watch that show, so I can't really speak on that, but I'm sure it's just as fun and just as over the top as the original trilogy. So the 2023 remake, Evil Dead Rise, follows the story of two sisters whose reunion is interrupted by, you guessed it, crazy ass demons. One of the sisters, Ellie, is a mother of three children, and as you would expect, the mother is the one who gets possessed. And now her three kids and their aunt must work together to take down the possessed mother before it's too late, as Ellie terrorizes them and traps them in their apartment with no way to escape. Overall, this movie is just as fun as the previous Evil Dead films. It gives you exactly what you would expect from a movie like this, which in this case is a bloody ass, gory ass nightmare featuring a bunch of demons who want to take the souls of the survivors. And I had a really good time watching it. It's short, simple, and gets right to the point. However, it definitely is not the best Evil Dead film. That title, of course, belongs to Sam Raimi's original Evil Dead film released back in 1981. And I also thought that the 2013 remake was better than this one. But don't get me wrong, Evil Dead Rise is still a solid adaptation as well. It honors what Sam Raimi started. It honors his obsession with demons that have scary ass, bloody ass, crazy ass fucking faces. And that's all you really need from a movie like this. Now, some issues I had with the film mainly revolve around certain character decisions. There's this one scene when the youngest child of Ellie, a little girl named Cassie, is manipulated by possessed Ellie as she tries to convince her daughter to let her in the apartment. Ellie basically has been chilling by the front door, which is blocked off with like a desk and is locked shut, of course. And there's a moment when Cassie talks to her possessed mother from behind the door, and possessed Ellie uses her regular voice instead of her demonic voice to manipulate Cassie into opening the door to let her into the apartment. And this is like the oldest trick in the book. Like, bruh, if you fall for this, then you're fucking stupid. But this is a horror movie, and this wouldn't be a horror movie if some character didn't make some dumbass life-threatening decision such as this one, and that's exactly what happens. Cassie opens the door, and as anyone would expect, possessed Ellie goes crazy and tries to kill her. What the fuck were you thinking, Cassie? I get it, she's a little girl and she doesn't know any better, but in the scenes before this, she already saw how crazy her mother was, acting and all that shit, so letting her in was of course a stupid ass decision. Also, in the opening scene, a man chilling on the dock of the lake gets attacked by a possessed chick or whatever. She falls in the water, and this man for some reason thinks that this lady is drowning and needs to be saved, so he jumps in the water like a dumbass, and as you would expect, he gets killed in like 2 seconds as his head flies out of the water back onto the dock. However, after this moment, we do get a cool ass shot of the possessed lady floating out of the water, which represents the title of the film, and I thought that was a nice touch. And yeah, sure, this shot sort of makes up for how ridiculous this scene is, but it still pissed me off because of how dumb that dude was for jumping in the fucking water. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? But besides all of that shit, I didn't really have any other issues with the film. One of Ellie's kids was a mega liberal ass teenager that had a few woke ass lines that were kind of annoying, but whatever, it wasn't that big of a deal. Overall, this movie was pretty fucking fun to watch. Spoiler alert, the aunt and the little girl, the last two survivors, eventually escape the apartment and they have a final showdown against possessed Ellie in the parking lot garage. So basically, possessed Ellie took the bodies of all the people she killed and combined the bodies with her body to turn herself into one human centipede ass, giant spider looking ass demonic body. So all of the dead bodies basically are alive again, but as possessed demons. hence the title Evil Dead. And Ellie combined her evil possessed soul with theirs and turned herself into a big ass demon, hence the title Evil Dead Rise.
Well, no shit.
And in the end, the aunt goes full badass mode and kills her possessed sister with a chainsaw, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. And that's Evil Dead Rise. Pretty fucking crazy, am I right? I'm gonna give Evil Dead Rise a 7 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more movie reviews.